Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome to my hobby blog. Today we are doing a haul post. There've been a lot of sales lately. I did two major ones. One of which is the Criterion flash sale. That was this Tuesday at I think on the 8th is when that happened. And then I did the Arrow Japanese sale. I didn't get too many. I just got a lot of a particular director's work. I got the final box set in the mail about a month after that sale from Arrow. I got a Amazon pickup, and then my Criterion sale would be last. But I guess first I will show my Amazon haul, which is just one box set. This is a box set that I've been wanting to get since it got announced. I heard the restoration was amazing. I heard that this series is really good for those who haven't seen it, and it doesn't really matter what age you are to watch this. So this is why I picked up the animated Batman series. This is the very classic Batman series from the 80s, I believe, that everybody loves. There are a billion memes that have originated from this show. It comes with all 109 episodes, along with two movies, I believe, which feature a couple characters from the Batman series. But it also comes with a lot of special features, comes with a lot of documentaries, commentary tracks for 12 of the episodes. And this was really cheap. It was like $30, I think I got it, when it's usually like 70. So that's why I went ahead and just bought it. I've been meaning to get into it, but just haven't had motivation. So I think this will be my motivation for now. But we're going to move on to probably more interesting stuff that people would rather see. But the final box set that I got from the Arrow sale from last month was the Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast box set. This is not the giant Gamera looking box set from a long time ago. I remember when that came out and that was a huge deal, but they did a more acceptable size for this. It comes with all of his films. It doesn't come with the adult films that he has done because Vinegar Syndrome released those. So for the most part, this is all of his movies. I'm unsure if this comes with the documentary about him that Frank Henenlotter made. I haven't been able to see it on the back here on the list of special features, but I really hope it's on here because I have almost all of Frank Henenlotter's movies, and it's that and like one other movie that I have left. So that is the Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast box set. Now on to the Japanese Arrow sale. So I got 4 titles total, all by the same director. The first movie is Shogun's Joy of Torture, directed by Teruo Ishii. So I don't know really anything about this director. I found out he had directed Blind Woman's Curse, which is one of my favorite Meiko Kaji films. But I've been seeing this title a lot, kind of pop up here and there. And all these movies that I will show is by this director and are also anthology films taking place kind of in the 1800s during the I can't remember the time period, but it's basically where all the samurai films are usually based in. But I know nothing about this movie. I just know it's Teruo Ishii, and I'm really excited to delve into this director finally, because he is regarded as one of the most, I guess, celebrated of the Japanese cult bubble. So I'm excited to see it. The next title I got is another torture film. This one's called Inferno of Torture. And this is another anthology film. Apparently there are 6 movies in this series. I assume they're not... I assume you don't need to watch them one by one in order. So hopefully you don't, because that's how I'll be watching these movies. It's just kind of however I feel, just grabbing one and going. So that is Inferno of Torture. The next one I got is Orgies of Edo. So this is another anthology movie. This one's more about sexploitation, it seems like. It's regarded as one of the best sexploitation films. So I expect to see a lot of nudity, and some nudity that is beyond normal nudity that you see. So we'll see how that one is. But that's the last of the anthology movies. Actually, this one is also a anthology movie, but I think it's a little different in scale. But this one is the final one. It's Yakuza Law. This one has been on my wish list for a very long time, before I even knew who Arrow Video was. So I'm really excited to finally have this. I don't know anything about this director, so this haul I made sure to just get his movies that were on the list. So it's nice to finally be done collecting for a while in terms of Arrow, because I have a lot of Arrow releases that I need to get through first. So that is Yakuza Law, another anthology film. So now we're going to go into my Criterion haul. I'm just going to get this over here so I can grab from it easily. I got a pretty big selection. If it wasn't for the box set that I got, I would have gotten many more titles. But the box set alone costs like 3 or 4 of the standalone Criterions. But I'm not going to go really in order or anything. I'm just going to grab it as I go. But the first movie I got is a recent release that I have been dying to own because everybody loves it. It's a director who I've been hearing about for a long time. But this is one that I can't wait to watch. It's supposed to be a homage to the Kurosawa debut, Senshiro Sugata, which I've seen, which I don't think is his best, but it's really fucking good. So I'm really excited to see a homage to that from the director Johnny To. And this is Throwdown from 2004. It's a Hong Kong crime thriller, I think, is how it's described. But it's also described as a love letter to Akira Kurosawa, who is one of my favorite directors. He did Yoshinbo, Kagemusha, Seven Samurai, Redbeard. All of those are great films. But this is Throwdown. I love the artwork. I'm trying not to get a glare here, but I also have the window open. But I can't wait to finally have some new Criterions. I haven't bought a Criterion in a very long time. And the ones that I have bought have been rewatches. So this is pretty heavy in the blind buy section. There's only one movie in this entire stack, I realize, that I've seen before. So I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to go for half and half. But I guess that did not work out. So that is the first title I got, was Throwdown. Really excited to finally peep into that. This next one is one by Mikhail Haneke. I'm still trying to learn how to say his name. It's German, so it should be Haneke. So, but this is one that I haven't seen by him. This is The Piano Teacher. I heard this one was really sleazy, really shocking. I don't know anything about this. Again, I don't watch trailers. I haven't even read the back because, considering that it's Michael Haneke, I know I'll like it. So I know it's going to be high quality. I don't need to do research. So I'm just excited to see this. I heard it was really messed up. So it's about what you can expect from a Haneke film. This next one is one I got based off of a recommendation from Daisuke. It was either this movie or Yi Yi, the last Criterion sale, and I ended up doing Yi Yi. And so for this sale, I went and got the other one that he recommended by Edward Yang. And this is A Brighter Summer Day. I heard this one is probably one of the best movies of all time. It's about 4 hours long, which I just looked because Yi Yi is considered the short movie, which is at 3 hours. And so I didn't realize this was 4 hours long. So I'm going to have to take a weekend and just turn my phone off and just go through it. But I've heard many great things about this movie. I saw Yi Yi and did a review on it. So if you're interested in my feelings on it, you can just go watch it. I loved it. It was probably one of the biggest shocks to me because I've heard Daisuke talk a lot of great things about this director, and he did a whole dissection series going through each of his films, and I absolutely loved Yi Yi, and it's kind of a shame that the director died so young because he had so many ideas that he wanted to do, and his life was cut short, is what I understand. But the movies that he did give us, I've heard, are some of the best of all time. And this one and Yi Yi are considered his greatest. So I'm excited to dive in. So that is A Brighter Summer Day by Edward Yang. This next one is one that I did not realize was in the collection. I'm a big fan of Kaneto Shindo, who is a director who has done Onibaba and Kiraneko, which are two great Japanese horror films from the late 50s, early 60s. But this is one that I haven't seen, and it's more on the documentary side, because Kaneto Shindo was a documentarian. He rarely did feature films, from what I understand, but this is one of his earliest that he did. And this is from 1960. I think my box is a little messed up, or at least folded at parts, so whenever I open this, I'm going to make sure that it's not damaged, like I'm seeing it now. But this is The Naked Island. This is one that's been in the collection a very long time. Since 2016, so since I began collecting Criterions, this has been out. I remember seeing this box art, but I didn't realize it was the same director as Onibaba and Kiraneko, so I'm really excited to dive in. He talked about this movie a lot when I was watching the interview with the director on the I think it was a Kiraneko release that Criterion has done, where they kind of had a lifelong, I guess, breakdown of all his movies, kind of like a retrospective, all about his career, and he really went into detail about this and how fundamental it was in terms of developing his style. So I'm really interested to see what this movie's all about. It's not a horror film like Onibaba or Kiraneko, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do outside of the genre. So that is The Naked Island. This next movie is one that I was really excited to, I guess, find out about, because this was one when it was announced, I was like, oh, I don't really know anything about this movie. But then you look at the cast and you see that Leslie Odom Jr. is in this movie, and he played Aaron Burr in the original cast recording and, I guess, musical of Hamilton. And I read the description on the website. I actually did a reaction to the January Criterion announcements, and this is from that kind of month of releases. But this is the 2020 film, One Night in Miami. This is a film all about Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, and Sam Cooke all coming together one night in Miami, basically. And it's directed by Regina King, who is somebody who has been really coming forward with her skills in filmmaking and really kind of making a name for herself. And so I'm really excited to finally check her out, because it's the first time I think Criterion has released a film by a black woman that's directed by a black woman, because I can't really think of any. I did kind of try to focus my haul on getting a lot more black directed films, because me and Leon just did our Black History Month episode for the Weathering Watch Pile on the most recent episode 2 weeks ago. And during that episode, I just realized I had next to no releases that were directed by a black director. And it made me kind of realize that, I have a huge blind spot in my collection. So this movie really excited me, and it's an opportunity for me to diversify my collection. So this is One Night in Miami. Can't wait to check that out. This next one is a South Korean film, which I heard was really devastating. It's by Lee Chang-dong, who is one of the top South Korean directors. And I've heard that all his movies are just so gut-punching and gut-wrenching. So this is the movie that I got from 2007. This is Secret Sunshine. I don't know anything about this one either. These are all films that have been on my wish list for a while, or which caught my interest, and I wanted to kind of go outside my normal sphere of what I collect. So this kind of fits into what I own in terms of the South Korean thriller genre, but this is a director I've never watched before, and it's been recommended to me many times, so I'm excited to check out Secret Sunshine from 2007. So the next one is one that I got, which it sounds like the disc is detached, so I need to be careful with that. But this is a Kenji Mizoguchi film, probably one of the best directors of all time, pre Kurosawa and Ozu and all those directors. This is one that I haven't seen yet, that I have been meaning to. This is The Life of Oharu. It's a ghost film, I believe. I'm not really sure, but it's supposed to be a really introspective film about World War II, I believe. I don't really know much, again, about this movie. I know the director pretty well, but I'm really excited to check this one out. I'm always collecting Japanese cinema. I love Japanese cinema, and I'm happy to get one from the master, Kenji Mizoguchi. So this is Life of Oharu from 1952. So that's before Kurosawa was really getting, hit after hit of really great movies. But this is one that I have actually seen that I didn't realize that I got. So the plastic is on really tightly, so I hope the box isn't kind of messed up. But this is a Kon Ichikawa film. He's a great director. I really enjoyed Fires on the Plains, The Burmese Harp. He's done a few Olympic films too that I haven't seen, but I've seen this one too. And this is 1963's An Actor's Revenge. It's all about the Kabuki theater, and about an actor who witnesses a murder or something, and this actor kind of takes matters into his own hands. And it's really well done. I love the cinematography in this movie. This movie's just really awesome, and it's been a couple years since I've seen it, so I wanted to revisit it. So, and again, Japanese cinema, I love it. So that is An Actor's Revenge. there was another title that it was known by, but it's not listed here. And now we're going to go on to my box sets. And this one technically is a box set. It's not the giant box set that I have here. And again, it sounds like something's loose in there. Sounds like plastic is broken. But this is one that Daisuke rated as one of his favorite releases of last year from Criterion. It's one that I know nothing about. I've heard his name before, but on the back it says there has never been a filmmaker like this person, an unapologetic gay black man who defied a culture of silence and shame to speak his truth through or with resounding joy and conviction. So this is the release called The Signifying Works of Marlon Riggs, who is regarded as the first gay black director, I believe. And he actually died pretty soon after making the films that he did because of AIDS, I believe. Because Daisuke was discussing it, and that was really one of the things that I learned, is that he was a big shot-on-video director. He was one of the first people in America who adopted the shot-on-video technology. But again, this is a Daisuke reference, or recommendation, not a reference. And he said it was one of the best releases of last year. So again, I wanted to diversify my collection a bit, and this seemed like a really great release to get started. It comes with 7 movies, looks like, called Ethnic Notions, Tongues Untied, Affirmations, Anthem, Color Adjustment, Non Je ne regrette rien, I think that's French, and Black is ... Black Ant. So this is late 80s, early 90s. I can't wait to dive into this. This seems like one of those weekend deep dives to do all day on like a Saturday or even a Sunday. But this next one is one that I have been debating on getting. And again, Daisuke really convinced me on this one, because I already own one of this person's films, which is I actually traded it because I knew I was getting this box set to sell. So I got rid of the old Vinegar Syndrome title and upgraded, I guess, to this full box set of the essential films of Melvin Van Peebles, one of the most important black directors of all time. The movie I'm talking about that I owned was Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song, probably one of the most devastating films to watch. It's really gut-wrenching to interact with. There's a sequence in the beginning that is very controversial still to this day. But I haven't seen the other films by him. And again, after doing that episode on Black History Month for the Withering Watch Pile, I just did not... I just kind of realized that I was really lacking in terms of the my black representation in my collection. So I picked this up. This this box set comes with The Story of a 3-Day Past, Watermelon Man, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song, which I mentioned, and Don't Play Us Cheap. But what especially excites me about this is that Daisuke described a lot of special features that this box set has. And there's a lot of interviews between Melvin Van Peebles and his son, Mario. And I cannot wait to watch those interviews, because I think I need to watch the interviews and get context before diving into this massive set. 4 films, but comes with a pretty huge essay book. So that is the final release. Excuse me, got hiccups. The final release that I got from the Criterion sale. I wanted to go a bit more box set heavy, but I just got a bunch from Arrow, so I decided to kind of diversify the collection a bit. So this is all the releases that I that I got. You can see it's pretty tall. I'll try to lift it here. So yeah, those are all my releases that I got the last probably 2-3 weeks. I just did an Orbit DVD haul yesterday. And after that is the Vinegar Syndrome March package, which says it's not going to be out until about 2 weeks from now. So in the meantime, I've got a watch pile to get through and for it to weather. And I'll do any reviews that I feel like I should be doing, that I really love the film or I have a lot to say. So that is all for today. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what you guys got for the Criterion sale. I hope you guys got movies that you wanted. Hope you guys are, I guess, diving into movies that you haven't seen yet and really exploring new cinema. So thank you all for watching.